It's pretty strange that you decided to show up to my wedding when I never even invited you in the first place, Matt.
But I received an invitation, so I thought the right thing to do was come.
What? You cut ties with our family 5 years ago, right? So why would any of us ever decide to invite you to my wedding?
I wasn't the one that took Mom's engagement ring 5 years ago to have it appraised at a pawn shop. That would have been Dad. Yeah, you put the blame on me because you didn't want Dad looking like a bad person. And you also just really hated me for some reason. And it's not like he even sold it anyways, since I was the one that told him to take it back to her after I saw how upset she was that she couldn't find it.
Are you still upset over that little event? It's because of what you did that we cut ties to you and kicked you out of the house.
You really are going to sit there and act like I was the one that did it? Still.
Of course. Both Mom and Dad trust me over what I said. And I would have hated wasting such a good chance as that was, telling the truth. Luckily, I was able to save Dad, as well as get you kicked out of the house for good. Ha!
They did love you a lot more than me. Always turning a blind eye to all the horrible things you do to me.
It's not my fault that I'm so cute and lovable.
You lied to them and made it look like I was the one ruining the family. They only trusted you because they didn't want to be seen loving me.
Shut up, you piece of crap! Not only were you cut out of the family and kicked out, but now you keep trying to bring that whole story up again. After 5 years. It's disgusting that a man your age has to live in the past so much. And by the way, why would anyone ever invite a 35-year-old single and lonely man like you to their wedding?
But it was one of you that chose to invite me, right?
It must have just been to balance out the numbers for the people attending. Someone must have just felt bad that you were left out yet again. But luckily, my wedding now has enough people here that we don't need you. So going home would be the best choice for you. But I guess if you really do want to celebrate my biggest day, you can hand us some money as a present. How's that sound?
My name is Matt. I work for a rather simple company at the good old age of 35. Today I was invited to the wedding of one of my coworkers, Jim, and that's the reason I showed up. I have no idea how it happened, but the woman that Jim would be marrying was none other than my little sister who I cut ties with 5 years ago. Emily had always hated my guts, but at one point she blamed me for something that my dad did, and I was used as the family's punching bag until they chose to throw me out. I've been trying to live my life with them all outside the picture, but it seems that this mishap of coming to the wedding has restarted the fire that ended years ago.
This is unbelievable. I could have sworn I told you to go home already.
You're the one being unbelievable, throwing your wine glass at my head like that.
You were never invited here. Yet you keep choosing to sit in the seats we had placed for actual guests.
What's this then? This is an invitation I was given by Jim.
I already asked him about that, and he said he doesn't remember ever inviting you to this event. Did you make that yourself? If so, I might have to get a restraining order placed on you.
I might need to do the same for you after what you just did.
What did I do?
Don't ask me that. You literally just threw a glass of wine at my head and got wine all over me. Not only is that crazy, but it's scary as well. You're unhinged.
Well, no matter how you want to think of it, you should have never come to this wedding. Now get lost. You're probably only here because your coworker felt bad for you and invited you.
I'd wash your mouth here pretty soon, Emily.
Well, then maybe you should have stayed away from me and my husband. I've had many years now to forget about you, and you just made all that time I spent a waste.
Well, I never expected you to be here either.
Well then, maybe after seeing me, you wanted to try and make me upset by staying after being told to leave. Now we're here, after you made me look like an idiot for throwing my glass at you. I start trying to fix that head of yours so that people might actually start to like you. Because up until now, you've only ever acted like you enjoy making other people's lives difficult. Maybe that's why you not only haven't been married yet, you haven't even gotten yourself a girlfriend.
I take all that back right now.
Why? Because the super happy and excited bride turned out to be the sister you hate? You're just trying to act all tough now that you've been humiliated in front of everyone.
I have a question for you then. Do you think that Jim still likes you after learning how you really act?
Don't even try making me doubt him. Do you really think he turned his back on the cute and amazing wife that he just married?
Have you ever taken a good look in the mirror at yourself?
You jerk! I don't need to hear this.
Do you not view throwing wine at one of your guests' head as a huge deal?
Not in the slightest. It's because of you that I got a talking from him after that.
Well, I'm glad that at least he has some common sense.
Because of you, I think I'm going to ask for a settlement from you.
What? Why?
It's your fault that this wedding has been ruined. So I'd like you to pay me back for however much this wedding cost.
Can't you see that you're the one that started this?
I only decided to take this into my own hands after I realized you weren't leaving.
Well, look at it this way. I only just bought this suit, and it wasn't all that cheap.
I see. But now it looks even better with all the wine staining it. Ah!
What?
Now I'm getting pissed off for real.
Why?
When I threw that glass at you, some of the wine splashed off of you and landed back on my wedding dress. What the hell?
Too bad.
You're going to be paying for my dress now as well.
You're the one that threw the wine glass.
Well, if you had never shown up to this place, then crap like this wouldn't have happened to me.
Are you still trying to blame other people for things they never did?
You stained my dress, made my husband pissed at me, and ruined the mood at my wedding. All of this is your fault. If this starts to create a bad relationship between me and Jim, I'm going to take you to court.
What is wrong with you?
This is absolutely ridiculous. He shouldn't even have time to think about losers like you.
I think you're the one he should stay away from.
Ugh! It's because of you that I can't find where Jim went. You should be surprised that I haven't come over there and punched you yet.
Oh, you're looking for Jim.
I thought I should at least ask you, but I'm sure you haven't seen him either.
No, I definitely know where he is. He's sitting right next to me at one of the dinner tables.
Huh? Jim is over there with you? And by the way, why do you keep calling him Jim? Shouldn't you be calling him Mr. Gorman since he's your boss?
Why do you keep making things up? He's not my boss. I already told you that we work at the same company. And as a matter of fact, he technically works under me.
Under you?
In the accounting department of R&M Realty.
I know that he works for R&M Realty, but... Huh? He really works under you?
Well, I'm the department manager for R&M's accounting, and Jim works as an accountant there.
Department manager?
What's wrong? Are you having a hard time understanding things after having too many drinks? I know you've been having a hard time coming to terms with it, but I'm here as Jim's guest, not your guest.
So Jim really did invite you?
Yes.
So that invitation wasn't a fake?
That's what I said.
Jim said that his manager was going to do the closing speech today for our wedding.
That was going to be me.
What?
Why are you so surprised by all of this? I came to this wedding not only to be here as one of my workers' guests, but also to give a speech about him.
This has to be a lie. Most managers have a lot more years under their belt and are at least around the age of 50, right?
Well, I've been working for this company ever since I graduated community college and was able to make a good name for myself since.
No. This can't happen. You're a terrible person. You don't even have the looks of a department manager.
I didn't know that there was a specific look to managers.
But you've just been wandering around aimlessly here and haven't even tried eating any of the delicious high-end food. That tells me that you don't have the characteristics of a real manager.
I think that you are getting the image of a manager and a CEO mixed up. Did you think I'd also be fattened up from all the good food I should be eating?
Yeah.
Well, then maybe you're also a manager by the way your chair's legs seem to bend.
They say I'm a little chubby. Just a little chubby. And even then, everyone says I look cute this way.
Who's everyone?
Mom, Dad, Jim.
I think they do well going to see the eye doctor, don't you?
Well, anyways, I still don't believe you're Jim's manager.
Do I need to send you a picture as proof?
Picture?
This was from a trip we all took together as a little bonding vacation this year.
Jim and you are both in there.
Like I said, we are in the same company and he works under me.
This isn't photoshopped, right?
Do I look like I have the time and skills to do that?
Then this really is. But you were saying he was your coworker.
Well, he feels like that sometimes. And I sort of use that word lightly when talking about the guys I work with. What's wrong? Do you want me to send a picture of my business card as well?
No, I get it now. No, hold on. Calm down.
I think you need to calm down.
I have been sending Jim a bunch of messages, yet he still isn't replying to me.
Well, he's here with me, and we are both talking, and he hasn't been paying any attention to his phone. But now that you mention it, I'll ask him to join our conversation in our message group. Hey, how long have you been here chatting with Matt? I was hoping you'd come over here to apologize to me immediately.
I'm really sorry.
Not to me, you idiot. To my boss. Do you not feel sorry about throwing a wine glass at his head?
But I didn't know that he was your boss.
What? It shouldn't matter who the dang person is. You have no need to get that aggressive with others. I never knew you were this stupid and thick-skulled.
Don't get upset with me, please. You still don't know the reason why I'm like this towards him.
Why is that?
I'm sure that Matt is a pretty good boss right now, but back when we still lived together, he was rude and awful to me and my family. That's why I didn't want him coming here.
So you're saying it's okay to throw wine glasses at people you don't want showing up to your events?
Not really, but...
No buts. There are no excuses to that type of childish behavior. I'm calling off this wedding with you.
Oh, wait! Don't leave me!
This is what you deserve. I never knew you were this brainless, and luckily I learned it before it was too late.
Wait! People sometimes say that dumb girls like me are really cute.
Whatever.
Please rethink what you're doing. Is it such a good idea to leave me at this point in the wedding?
I have no desire to be married with someone like you anymore.
But I'm really good at cooking.
I know that you've just been ordering takeout and putting it onto our dishes before I get home. Did you really think I wouldn't notice that?
But I'm also good at cleaning.
I think our Roomba does a better job than you do. It's your fault that this wedding turned into a mess, and you're going to be the one to pay it all off.
By everything, do you mean $40,000?
I do.
I could never pay that much. I don't have that kind of money.
Oh well.
Now that I think of it, you paid for us to have insurance in case some things at the wedding were destroyed, right? If we use that and break some things, at least then the price will drop a little.
What are you talking about? Even if I did decide to pay the extra for that, there would be no coverage for me canceling the wedding.
Then maybe we can use the money that guests have given us.
Nobody has given us any money. It's all been presents that we asked for on our registry.
Then let's sell all that stuff.
I'm giving everything that we received back to our guests, since it ended up being a big letdown.
No! Stop!
I've already started telling people the wedding's off. I also let the staff know that it's over as well. Even my boss is helping me now to get out of here.
Don't leave!
I'd also like for you to pay my boss back for his suit that you ruined.
What? No way! Why would I pay him anything?
Because you ruined his new suit by throwing a wine glass full of wine at him.
Crap! What am I going to do? I don't have any money!
Figure it out yourself. Also, hurry up and come here to apologize to him.
Matt! Help me!
You think I'd help you after all this? Unfortunately for you, I don't have a little sister to help anymore.
Even if we stop talking to each other for a long time, we're still siblings, right?
I don't think so.
Then at least tell your employee to rethink what he's doing.
Not a chance.
Then let me borrow $40,000.
I doubt I'll ever get any of that money back, so no. Maybe find out how to fix your problems on your own. And do it fast.
I can't do anything on my own. That's why I'm asking you.
So you really are useless, huh? Too bad.
I can't do anything. Not even Mom or Dad want to be seen talking to me right now.
Well, if you're worried about where they went, they're here with me.
What?
This is the first time I've ever seen the two of them cry this much.
They're both crying?
They keep saying they messed up by thinking I was the one that took Mom's ring. They also said that they really screwed up raising you. Haha.
Why?
Because you are still acting like a child after all these years.
Come on. Maybe if I apologize to them right now, they'll give me the money. I'm coming to you guys right now. Tell me where you all moved to.
Do you think you can still get away with crap like this? It's over. You made your last bad choice and you're going to have to pay the consequences for it.
But please, Matt. I'm sorry about everything, so please help me.
In the end, Emily ended up being charged not only for the wedding, but for my suit and everything as well, which totaled out to about $45,000. However, Emily of course didn't have this kind of money, and had to resort to getting loans to try and cover the costs. It seems that being invited by one of my workers really took a toll on her, and the news of her crazy antics spread like fire around the community. It even reached her old workplace, where she was told she couldn't be rehired due to her attitude. She has tried time and time again to use her so-called cute looks to find part-time jobs at places like cafes and bars, but every time she goes in for an interview, she is turned away due to her horrible attitude and weight. It even looks like one of the places she interviewed at said no, but recommended her to a bar downtown that needed a dishwasher. Now she works there during the night cleaning up after the customers, and is made to stay in the kitchen so that the cute waitresses aren't embarrassed by her looks. As for myself, I was able to get closer to my parents again, and learned that they were really sorry for how they treated me. My dad also apologized to me and my mom for the ring incident, and since then we've gotten closer together. If I can choose one good thing that came from Emily's screwed-up wedding, is that I was able to forgive my parents for how I was treated, and get to see Emily's face when she heard that Jim had called the wedding off. And on one other note, it seems that Jim has gotten over the embarrassment of having to be engaged and almost married to a child like Emily. He's told me that his days of looking for a partner are over, and that he's going to focus more on his hobbies again. I'm happy to see he's doing well again, and has come to good terms with what seemed like hell for him.
Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.